Good afternoon, Coach. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing great. Welcome to HSBN Media Days. Coach, introduce yourself and the players you have here today.
My name is Tim Maxwell. I'm the new head baseball coach here at Royal Palm Beach High School. To my right here is Brandon Teitel, Xavier Hatfield, Danny Parsant, and Jackson Gelb.
Excellent. Coach, tell us a little bit about how you were brought to this program, a little bit about your baseball history.
Well, this is my first year as a high school head baseball coach. I've been a baseball coach now for about 8 years. I'm a local player in Palm Beach County, played there my whole life. Played for some great coaches throughout my life. Mike Lopez, Phil Traverso, Chad Upson, Rich Gummersall, Carmaza, and Brian Juros. And as a player, I learned a lot from them. And as a coach, I got to coach with some great coaches in the area, such as Rich Gummersall, Brian Juros, and Joe Shu. I started off as just an outfield coach, very small role about 8 years ago on a travel program. And from there, I was a sponge. I listened to what those coaches had to say and what they were teaching our players. And as the years went on, I became a great coach. I taught the players the same stuff that they were teaching them. And pretty much I'm having a fun time doing this. I'm very excited about being the new head baseball coach here at Royal Palm Beach High School.
Excellent. Tell us about your roster.
I got a bunch of guys that are versatile. I got one PO, and I have about 8 position players who pitch. We got a bunch of grinders on our team, guys who work real hard, who have a lot of energy, guys who are very smart on the baseball field, and I'm very excited to get to coach these guys.
Tell us about the positions you have, some of the talents and the depth that you have going on.
Yeah, so 1 through 9, we're very strong, in my opinion. We have a lot of outfielders. We have about 8 outfielders on our roster. So, if one guy's not doing good one day, it's the next guy up. That's like the motto for the season, the next guy up. Infield-wise, we're very fundamentally sound when it comes to the infield. I'm very excited to see what our infield can do because our baseball team runs off our infield.
Excellent. So you have 2 seniors and 2 juniors here today. So these are the leaders of the team. From the player perspective, you have a new coach. Tell me about what's going on with the team, the chemistry of the team right now.
So I'm not too sure what happened in the past. This is my first year, and it could be a little scary for the players that were here last year with a new baseball coach, wondering what he's going to bring to the table. There were a couple players who transferred over, who moved into the area that I didn't know, and I got to know them real well. And just seeing those guys jive with the guys who are here, it's very exciting as a coach to see the personalities mix and see how they get along and how they pump each other up at practice. And what I like the most is that they push each other because at the end of the day they are a team, but they know they have to compete to have a starting spot. And what they've done so far this year, I'm very lucky to do this interview later on towards the season because I've got to see what these guys can do. And the environment is electrifying at our school.
Let's hear from you guys now. How is it?
It's actually really fun, especially with Coach Maxwell being new. I actually just transferred here, and already everything was taken in so quickly. The things he's teaching us, the teammates that were so welcoming. It's just the electricity during practices, our 2 preseason games, which we won both of. The electricity was through the roof. And it was just an overall great time, and in this new environment, a great experience.
Excellent. What about over here? How's it been with Coach Maxwell thus far?
I've been here for 4 years, played at the varsity level since my sophomore year, so this is now my 3rd year. And in these last 2 years before this year, there's been holes within the team that maybe some people wouldn't get along. There'd be negativity going on. With Coach Maxwell being our new coach, coming on as his first year, it feels like the team is much more together. We're having a lot more fun at practice, and we're working together, picking each other up, and should be fun.
How are you motivating your other teammates?
I'm trying to lead by example, keep my positive attitude, keep everybody up, having fun, because having fun wins ball games. You can't be tight, you have to be loose. And once you're loose, it all comes together.
Excellent. What about you? How's it going?
It's been going pretty great. The way our team's been working together is the best I've seen it in the 4 years I've been here. And it started off with like a pretty good start with the 2 wins, so I'm excited to see like how much we have left in the tank for the rest of the season.
So, already 2 wins the preseason. Talk about your schedule. What kind of opponents are you seeing?
Well, I inherited a schedule. Coach Reynolds was a great guy, and I heard a great baseball coach. I never got to see him coach, but he made our schedule, and I inherited it. So we added 6 games to our schedule since I inherited it. We start off away at Atlantic High School, and what I just want to see most is we feed off our preseason. We went 2-0 against some pretty good baseball teams, Coral Glades and Boca Raton, and I want them to feed off that energy and bring it to Atlantic on Tuesday night. And then we open up our home opener Friday against Lake Worth. And what's going to be very special is that our principal will be throwing out the first pitch. It's very exciting.
Excellent. And for you guys to play, is there any specific team you're looking for this year? Who are the seniors again? Sorry.
Me
Yeah.
too.
So senior. I mean, this is your last year playing. And there's certain opponents that you want to see.
I'm really excited to see Trinity Christian because I know they're like known for being one of the better teams around our area. So I want to see how we compare to them. I think a lot of teams will be shocked on how we play against them. So I'm excited to surprise people.
And what about you?
I'd say Trinity Christian as well. Like I'm excited to show like a new Royal Palm to everyone else. We have a new team, so it's exciting to show what we have.
Excellent. And Coach, what describe to me, the feeling you guys are, you're going to practice. You got 2 wins already under your belt.
It's exciting being a new head coach and getting those 2 wins, whether it's preseason or not. I was told by someone who's very smart who will, he's my mentor. You count your wins in preseasons and you don't count your losses. So I'm very excited that they did that. I'm looking forward to a couple games where I coach travel baseball and there's some kids on some other schools that we'll be playing against. And those would be the games I'm looking forward to, for sure.
Excellent. So, take us out. What can we expect from Royal Palm Beach this year?
Well, our goal is to flip our record from last year. I'm not too worried about the past. I'm more looking in toward the present and our future. If we can flip our 6-16 record from last year and make it 16-6, what an accomplishment. And anything that happens after that, I call it fate, at the end of the day. So our ultimate goal at Royal Palm Beach is to build our program here, get into the little leagues, and try to bring baseball back to Royal Palm, because I feel like the past, few, 5-6 years, it's kind of been forgotten about a little bit. There's been a lot of history at Royal Palm, some professional baseball players who graduated from Royal Palm Beach who are made it to the big leagues. So I don't want kids to leave our school to go to a different school. I want to somehow build our program, do our little leagues that are at home, and just make baseball great again at Royal Palm Beach High School.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being here. The best of luck for your first season as head coach and for Royal Palm Beach.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the field.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.